Hello student, the next concept is van der Waals radius. This van der Waals radius is not accurate, and this van der Waals radius is larger than covalent radius and metallic radius. We know that in covalent bond, the two atoms are overlapped with each other, while in van der Waals forces, the two atoms or molecules simply closer with each other. Means there is no bond formation between the molecules, between the neighboring molecules. There is no bond formation. Therefore, no bond formation condition in a van der Waals radius, in a van der Waals forces. Okay. So now, what do you mean by van der Waals radius? It is one half of the distance between the nuclei of two adjacent identical atoms of neighboring molecule is known as van der Waals radius. Okay. So, what do you mean by van der Waals radius? It is one half of the distance between the nuclei of two adjacent identical atoms of neighboring molecule is known as van der Waals radius, and it is not accurate. Okay. For example, the internuclear distance between chlorine atoms of two adjacent chlorine molecules is equal to 360 picometer. In covalent compounds, two chlorine atoms are overlapping with each other. Okay. Let P and Q, let P and Q be the nuclei of one chlorine molecule. Okay. P and Q be the nuclei of one chlorine molecule. Similarly, the R and S be the nuclei of another chlorine molecule. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? The two chlorine atoms are overlap with each other. Two chlorine atoms are overlap with each other. Okay, this is one chlorine molecule, this is another chlorine molecule. So between two chlorine atoms, what type of bond? Covalent bond. Between two chlorine atoms, what type of bond? Covalent bond. So now this is what PQ. P and Q be the nuclei of one chlorine molecule, and R and S be the nuclei of another chlorine molecule. So now there is a force of attraction. Okay, there is a weak force of attraction between these two chlorine molecule. Okay, there is a weak force of attraction between these two molecule. Okay, so now what is the distance between these two nuclei? The distance between the nuclei Q and R. The distance between nuclei Q and R is called van der Waals distance. So now this is called as van der Waals distance. So what is van der Waals distance? The distance between the nuclei Q and R are called van der Waals distance. Okay, so this distance is called van der Waals distance. So half of this distance, so half of this distance gives what? Van der Waals radius. Half of this distance gives what? Van der Waals radius of chlorine atom. So now what is this? What is this P and Q? P and Q is a covalent bond distance. Okay, this is what? Covalent bond distance. Covalent bond distance. Why covalent bond distance? Because the bond between P and Q is covalent bond. The bond between two nuclei R and S is a covalent bond. So therefore this is covalent bond distance. Okay, so now P and Q covalent bond distance, R and S covalent bond distance. So half of this covalent bond distance. Okay, half of this distance. So half of this distance gives what? A covalent radius. Allah, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದವಲ್ಲ, what is covalent radius? So what is the difference between covalent radius and van der Waals radius? Okay, covalent radius ಏನು? ಪಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯೂ ನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ವೆನ್ ಟೂ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಓವರ್ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್, okay, we get what? Chlorine molecule. In chlorine molecule, okay, the two chlorine atoms, okay, there is a shared pair of electrons, mutual sharing of electrons between the atoms form covalent bond. So now the distance between P and Q is nothing but covalent bond distance. Half of this distance means covalent bond distance divided by 2. Half of this covalent bond distance is a covalent radius. Covalent radius of what? Chlorine atom. Similarly, this is covalent bond distance. Half of this covalent bond distance gives what? Covalent radius of another chlorine atom. So now between these two chlorine atoms, within the chlorine molecule, means between the two chlorine atoms, there is a covalent bond. Between two chlorine atoms, covalent bond. Between two chlorine molecule, what type of interaction? Between two chlorine molecule, there is a weak force of attraction. So this is known as van der Waals force. And this distance between the nuclei Q and R is nothing but van der Waals distance, and half of this van der Waals distance gives van der Waals radius. Okay, for example, okay, the internuclear distance between chlorine atoms of two adjacent chlorine molecule is 360 picometer. So two adjacent chlorine molecule, internuclear distance between two adjacent chlorine molecule. Okay, these are the two adjacent chlorine molecules. So what is this distance? So this distance is 360 picometer. Adu kottidare question alli. So internuclear distance between chlorine atoms of two adjacent chlorine molecules is 360 picometer. So what is the van der Waals radius? Therefore van der Waals radius of chlorine atom is equal to, so half of this distance, right? Half of PQR, okay, QR divided by 2, right? So half of this distance, that is 360 divided by 2 is equal to 180 in unit of picometer. Therefore 180 picometer. So what is the van der Waals radius? What is the van der Waals radius of chlorine atom? Is equal to 180 picometer. So now van der Waals distance. So what is van der Waals distance? So now van der Waals distance is van der Waals distance. What is van der Waals distance? Van der Waals distance is QR. Van der Waals distance is QR is equal to how much? 360 picometer ee case nalli. Okay, so what is van der Waals radius? Van der Waals radius, so van der Waals radius is equal to this QR divided by 2. So QR divided by 2. So this QR divided by 2 gives what? Van der Waals radius, that is 360 by 2 is equal to 180 picometer. 180 picometer. So next one is covalent distance. So what is this covalent distance? This covalent distance is equal to 198 picometer. So now covalent bond distance is 198 picometer. What is the covalent distance? Covalent distance or internuclear distance between two chlorine atoms in a chlorine molecule is 198 picometer. Therefore covalent distance is equal to, ಅದು ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ನಾವು ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಸೊ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಎಸ್ ಇದು ಸೇಮ್, ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇದು ಸೇಮ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್? 198, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸೇಮ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು 198 ಪಿಕೋಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್? ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು this PQ or RS, PQ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ಅಥವಾ RS ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವ divided by 2, that is 198 divided by 2, okay, is equal to 99 picometer. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ 99 picometer, covalent radius of chlorine atom 99 picometer, van der Waals radius of chlorine atom is 180 picometer. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ van der Waals ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ slightly larger than, okay, van der Waals radius is larger than covalent radius. ಒಂದೇ molecules ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, covalent van der Waals radius is larger than covalent radius because van der Waals radius of chlorine atom is 180 picometer and the covalent radius of chlorine atom is 99 picometer. Next concept is ionic radius. There are two different types of ions. First one is cation and second one is anion. What are cations? Cations are positively charged species. Cations are positively charged species. These ions carries a positive charge. And anions are negatively charged species. Anions are negatively charged species. These ions carries negative charge. Okay, anions always carries a negative charge. Cations always carries a positive charge. So how cations are formed? Okay, the removal of one or more electrons from an atom resulting in the formation of cation. For example, sodium loses one electron, it forms Na plus, right? Na plus. Similarly, magnesium loses 2 electrons and forms Mg2 plus. Aluminium loses 3 electrons, Al3 plus. Okay, so removal of one or more electrons from an atom resulting in the formation of cations. Similarly, okay, gain of one or more electrons leads to an anion. For example, chlorine accepts 1 electron from other species and forms Cl minus. Oxygen accepts 2 more electrons. Oxygen accepts 2 electrons from the other species and gives O2 minus. Nitrogen gains 3 electrons, gives N3 minus ions. So these are anions, okay, cations and anions. So assuming that in ionic compound, okay, for example, sodium chloride, Na plus and Cl minus. These Na plus and Cl minus ions are held together by a strong electrostatic forces of attraction. Okay, because of strong electrostatic force of attraction between 2 oppositely charged ions resulting in the formation of ionic bond and gives ionic compound. Okay, in ionic compound, assuming that the positive and negative ions are touching each other. Okay, in NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus ions are touching each other. Okay, touching each other. So the internuclear distance now touching each other and the internuclear distance is then taken as the sum of the ionic radii of two ions involved. So now for example, this is what Na plus, okay, this is Na plus and this is Cl minus. Cl minus, Na plus and Cl minus. Okay, so what is internuclear distance? This is what internuclear distance. This is internuclear distance. So internuclear distance is then taken as sum of the ionic radii of the 2 ions involved is nothing but internuclear distance. So what do you mean by ionic radius? It is defined as the distance between the nucleus of an ion and a point up to which the nucleus has influence on its electron cloud. So what do you mean by ionic radius? The distance between the nucleus of an ion and a point up to which the nucleus has influence on its electron cloud. Okay, so now this is what ions, right? This is ions. Okay, distance between the nucleus of an ion and a point up to which the nucleus has its electron cloud. So this distance is nothing but ionic radius. Okay, this distance is nothing but ionic radius. Okay, so now for example, atomic radius of chlorine is 99 picometer and ionic radius of Cl minus when chlorine accepts 1 electron from other species and forms Cl minus. What is the ionic radius? 181 picometer. Similarly, atomic radius of sodium is 154 picometer When sodium loses one electron and forms Na plus, the ionic radius, because it forms ions, so ionic radius of Na plus is 95 picometer. Okay. From this we can conclude that cations are smaller than the parent atom, anions are always larger than the parent atom. So why anions are larger than a neutral atom, or cations are smaller than parent atom? Why cations are smaller? Why cations are always smaller than the parent atom? The parent atom. Why cations are always smaller than the parent atom? For example, I am taking Na, sodium. Sodium, okay, what is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. This is what? The electronic configuration of sodium atom. When sodium loses one electron from this outermost 3s orbital, ಈಗ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಯಾವುದು ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿ? n is equal to 3, right? ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿ at the center the nucleus is present. Okay, this is n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3 ಅಲ್ಲ, n is equal to 3. ಇದೆಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿ. When sodium loses one electron from outermost 3s orbital, it forms Na plus. What is the electronic configuration of Na plus? The electronic configuration of Na plus is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, right? 3s0, 2p6, 3s0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತಾಗಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುವುದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ನಾವು at the center the nucleus is present. This is n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2, right? n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. Okay, so only 2 here valence shell is n is equal to 2, and in case of Na atom the valence shell is n is equal to 3. Okay, so why here cations are smaller than a parent atom? Why cations are smaller than parent atom? There is a decrease in number of shells. ಅಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೀಗ Na ಇಂದ Na plus ಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ, Na ಇಂದ Na plus ಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆದಾಗೆ distance between the nucleus and a point up to which the nucleus has influence on its electron cloud. Okay, so this distance decreases. So distance between the nucleus and electrons present in the outermost shell also decreases. ಆಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಸೈಜ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾಕೆ ಸೈಜ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು? ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 11 ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ is 11, right? Atomic number of Na plus is 11, right? So it contains 11 protons. ಈಗ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಆಟಮ್ ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 11 protons ಮತ್ತೆ 11 electrons ಇತ್ತು. And these 11 protons, for these 11 electrons there are 11 protons in the nucleus. Okay, there is a force of attraction between this electron and protons. Similarly, in case of Na plus, okay, there are 11 protons but number of electrons are only 10, right? Na plus ಅಲ್ಲಿ protons ಗಳು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, 11 ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಲ್ಲೆಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 11 ಇತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ 10 ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಉಂಟು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಎವರಿ ತೆಗೆದಾಗ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. So now effective nuclear charge means these 10 electrons are most strongly held by these 11 protons present in the nucleus. These 10 electrons present in various shells are most strongly held by these 11 protons present in the nucleus. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದು? ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತನ್ನತ್ತೆ ಎಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ the force of attraction increases, means there is an increase in effective nuclear charge per electron. Effective nuclear charge per electron increase ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ನ ಕಡೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. These electrons are more tightly held by the 11 protons present in the nucleus. Okay, so now ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸೈಜ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. because of more force of attraction between these electrons and nucleus. So now why cations are always smaller than parent atom? Cations are always smaller than parent atom. This is because decrease in cations are smaller than parent atom. The reason is cations are smaller than the parent atom. This is because there's a decrease in number of shells, right? Decrease in a number of shells. Point number 1, decrease in number of shells. And point number 2, effective nuclear charge per electron increases. Effective nuclear charge per electron increases. Then size decreases, right? Therefore cations are smaller than the parent atom. Okay. Now atomic radius of sodium is 154 picometer. What is the ionic radius of Na plus? Is 95 picometer. Hence what is the conclusion? Hence the size of Na plus is smaller than Na. Okay, hence the size of Na plus is smaller than Na, or cations are smaller than parent atom. Okay, now point number 2, anions are larger than the parent atom. Okay. For example, chlorine. Okay, chlorine. What is the atomic number? 17. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. What is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Right? 3p5. It contains 17 protons and 17 electrons. 17 protons and 17 electrons. ಈಗ chlorine accept one more electron, Cl, and form Cl minus. Chlorine accept one electron from other species and form Cl minus. What is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5 becomes 3p6. ಈಗ Cl minus ಅಲ್ಲಿ 17 protons, but number of electrons are 18. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು 10 ಲಡ್ಡು ಇಡ್ತೇನೆ, 10 ಜನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, 10 ಲಡ್ಡು ಇಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲಡ್ಡು ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಬರ್ತೀರಿ. ಅದೇ 10 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಟೇಬಲ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ 9 ಲಡ್ಡು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಲಿಬಿಲಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇರೋದು 9, ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಪೀಡಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಓಡಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? 18 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಉಂಟು. ಸೊ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. Okay, effective nuclear charge per electron decreases because for 17 protons 18 electrons are available. Okay, for 17 protons 18 electrons are available. Therefore this increases what? The repulsion between electrons, and this increases the repulsion between the electrons. Okay, so in Cl minus 17 protons and 18 electrons, this increases the repulsion between the electrons, and hence the electrons shall expand. Why electrons shall expand? Because the repulsion between the electrons increases. As repulsion between the electrons increases, the electrons shall expand. As electrons shall expand means the size of the ion increases. Right? Size increases. Effective nuclear charge per electron decrease ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? Inter electronic repulsion increases. Okay? It increases the repulsion between the electrons. This is known as inter electronic repulsion. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ and hence electron shell expands, therefore anions are larger than the parent atom. Okay, what is the conclusion? Cations are smaller than parent atom. For example, Na plus is smaller than Na. Similarly, Cl anions are larger than parent atom. For example, Cl minus is larger than Cl. Therefore, or hence the size of Cl minus ion is always larger than chlorine atom. Why Cl minus ion is larger than chlorine atom? Because effective nuclear charge per electron in Cl minus, okay, effective nuclear charge per electron decreases, and it increases what? The repulsion between the electrons, and hence the electron shell expand. Okay, electron shell expand, therefore Cl minus is larger than Cl. The next concept is isoelectronic species. So what do you mean by isoelectronic species? So what do you mean by isoelectronic species? Isoelectronic species. So what do you mean by iso? Iso means same. Electronic, electrons. Species which contains same number of electrons. Iso andre same, electronic andre electron. Species which contains same number of electrons. What is the definition? Species which contains the same number of electrons, but different number of protons in the nucleus. So what do you mean by isoelectronic species? The species which contains the same number of electrons but different number of protons in the nucleus is known as isoelectronic species. For example, second series elements lithium to neon ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಾನೀಗ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಫ್ಲೂರಿನ್ ಅದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ಫ್ಲೂರಿನ್, ನಿಯಾನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ? ನಿಯಾನ್ ಬೇಡ, ಅದು ನೋಬೆಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ, magnesium and aluminium. These are the elements. What is the atomic number? Next, atomic number or number of protons. Okay, atomic number is nothing but a number of protons. So now number of protons. Nitrogen 7 atomic number, 7 protons. Oxygen 8 atomic number, 8 protons. Fluorine 9 atomic number, 9 protons. Neon 10 atomic number, 10 protons. Sodium 11 atomic number, 11 protons. Magnesium 12 atomic number, 12 protons. Aluminium 13 atomic number, 13 protons. Okay. Now number of electrons. So now in atom, okay, in atom number of protons is equal to number of electrons. When nitrogen accepts 3 electrons from the other species and forms N3 minus. How N3 minus is obtained? Nitrogen 3 electrons ಅನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ atom ಇಂದ ತಕೊಂಡಾಗ N3 minus ಆಯಿತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? N3 minus ion. ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7 electrons ಇತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಇದು 3 ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸೇರಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 10 electrons ಆಯಿತು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ N3 minus ಅಲ್ಲಿ? 10. ಓಕೆ, 10 electrons. ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ 2 ಮೈನಸ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಇತ್ತು, 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ 10 ಆಯಿತು. ಫ್ಲೂರಿನ್ 9 ಇತ್ತು, 1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ 10 ಆಯಿತು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ನಿಯಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್, ಸೊ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೋಡಿಯಂ 11 ಇತ್ತು, 1 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 10 ಆಯಿತು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಗ? ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಲೂಸಸ್ 1 electron and forms Na plus electron. Right? Sodium at the atomic number 11 means 11 protons, 11 electrons ittu. Na plus ಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ 10 electrons ಆಯಿತು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿ 11 electrons. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಮೇಲೆ 10, ಮೆಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಂ ಮೇಲೆ 12 ಇತ್ತು, ಇದು 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಸೊ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ 13 ಇತ್ತು, 3 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ರೈಟ್? So these are the species, okay? N3 minus, O2 minus, F minus, Na plus, Mg2 plus, aluminium 3 plus. These are the species, okay? The species which contain same number of electrons. The species which contain same number of electrons but different number of protons in the nucleus is known as isoelectronic species. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತುಂಟಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಐಸೋಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್? ದ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, ಈ 7 ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರುವುದು, ಬಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ರೈಟ್? ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋನ್ ಆಸ್ set of isoelectronic. These are set of isoelectronic species. In isoelectronic species, cations are in isoelectronic species, cations are small. Cations are always smaller than. Cations are always smaller than. Always smaller than. Cations are always smaller than atom ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ, and anions are larger than an atom. Okay, an atom. So in cations ನಾವೀಗ ಯಾವುದು larger in size? ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ions ಉಂಟು. which ion ಯಾವ ion larger size ಉಂಟು and which one is smaller? Okay, which ion is smaller and which one is larger? Okay, so in cations, okay, we know that cations are always smaller than anions. ಯಾಕೆ cations are always smaller than anions? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು. ಈಗ N3 ಮೈನಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, 7 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ 3 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, 13 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. For 13 protons, only 10 electrons are available. Therefore, these 10 electrons are more strongly or more tightly held by the 13 protons present in the nucleus of an atom. Sorry, nucleus of an ion. Okay, 13 protons present in the nucleus of an ion. Okay, so ಈ 10 electrons ಅನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಈ 13 protons. ಯಾಕೆ 13 protons ಗೆ ಬರೀ 10 electrons ಇರುವುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 12 protons ಗೆ 10 electrons, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 11 protons ಗೆ 10 electrons. ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಯಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಉಂಟು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇರುವುದರಿಂದ ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ in cation, as number of positive charge increases, then ionic radii decreases. Why? Because of effective nuclear charge per electron increases, and this nuclear force of attraction increases and size decreases. But in case of anions, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಗೆ 10 ಉಂಟು ನಿಯಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ F ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 9 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಾಗ 8 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು, 2 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉಂಟು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ N3 ಮೈನಸ್ ಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ 7 ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ 10 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಉಂಟು, ಇನ್ನು 3 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಉಂಟು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಆಗೇನಾಯ್ತು? effective nuclear charge per electron decreases, means there is a decrease in effective nuclear charge, right? From F minus to N3 minus, there is a decrease in effective nuclear charge. But as we move left to right, from N3 minus to Al3 plus, okay, there is an increase in effective nuclear charge. Therefore, size decreases. We know that cations are always smaller than parent atom. Okay, as positive charge on the cations increases, then ionic radii decreases. As negative charge on the anion increases, ionic radii increases. Very important point, very important for entrance exam. As in anions, ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೀಟ್ JEE. ಅಂದರೆ 10 ವರ್ಷದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆನಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ in anions as negative charge on the ions as negative charge on the ions increases, as negative charge on the ions increases, ionic radii increases. In cations, as positive charge on the ion increases, okay, so increases, ionic radii decreases. Okay, so this point is very important. As negative charge on the ions increases, ionic radii increases. In cations, as positive charge on the ions increases, ionic radii decreases. ಈಗ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ಯಾವುದು ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡುವ. cations are always smaller than, okay, these are always smaller than this atom. Cations are always smaller than atom, right? Cations are always smaller than atom, and anions are always larger than atom, right? These three are anions, always larger than atom, neutral atom, that is, or atom Ne. As negative charge on the ion increases, ionic radii increases. Therefore N3 minus ion has greater ionic radii than O2 minus ion has greater ionic radii than F minus. So in cation, as positive charge on the ion increases, ionic radii decreases. Therefore Na plus ion is larger than Mg2 plus is larger than Al3 plus. So among these ions, Al3 plus ion is the smallest one, okay. ಯಾವುದು ಸಣ್ಣದು ಯಾವುದು ion ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ Al3 plus, okay. Larger ion is N3 minus, okay. ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ion ಯಾವುದು N3 minus ion, ಸಣ್ಣ ion ಯಾವುದು Al3 plus ion. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಓಕೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಐಸೋಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್, as negative charge on the ions increases, ionic radii increases. So both are directly proportional to each other. In case of cations, as positive charge on the ion increases, ionic radii decreases. Okay, and next point number 2, cations are always smaller than atoms and anions are always larger than atoms. And what are isoelectronic species? The species which contains same number of electrons but different number of protons in the nucleus is known as isoelectronic species. Okay, and next point, okay, left variation of atomic size and ionic radii, left to right in a periodic table and down the group. So as we move left to right in a periodic table, both atomic size and ionic radii decreases. Why decreases? Because electrons are added to the same shell. As we move left to right in a periodic table, electrons are added to the same shell, then effective nuclear charge per electron increases, then atomic and ionic radii decreases. Atomic and ionic radii decreases from left to right in a periodic table. Okay, therefore left to right in a periodic table, okay, or across the period, okay, atomic and ionic radii decreases. Very important point. Okay, why? Effective nuclear charge per electron decreases. Effective nuclear charge per electron increases because electrons are added to the same shell. And next point, okay, top to bottom or down the group, okay, down the group, top to bottom in a periodic table. So both atomic and ionic radii increases as we move top to bottom or down a group. As we move down a group, both atomic and ionic radii increases. Why increases? Because there is a number of shells increases as we move down a group. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ಆಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್, ದೆನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. Now hence atomic and ionic radii increases. But as we move left to right in a periodic table, electrons are added to the same shell, then the force of attraction between nucleus and electrons present in the valence shell increases, then distance between a nucleus and electrons present in the valence shell decreases, therefore size decreases. Left to right in the periodic table, both atomic and ionic radii decreases, down the group atomic and ionic radii increases. Thank you for watching.